Welcome to the first video in demonstrating active learning strategies for promoting the use of the target language in the modern foreign language classroom. Running dictation is the active learning strategy that we are going to learn about today. Why running dictation, you may ask? Running dictation gets students out of their seats. It allows them to work together in pairs. It encourages students to get actively involved in their language learning, and the fabulous factor is that it is fun. So what resources do I need in order to implement running dictation? I need a lucky dip box, a pair of scissors, between 2 to 8 short pieces of text in the target language, pens and paper, student stations with 2 students per group, and finally, a digital timer. How do I set up my classroom for running dictation? I put the desks in 2 rows at either side of the room. I put the pieces of text which contain a particular language structure or vocabulary aspect in random order onto the desks at one side of the room and place the pens and paper on the desks at the opposite side of the room. How do I set up my students into pairs for running dictation? I place half of the student names into a lucky dip box and I get the other half of the students to pick out a name and form a pair. The person who picks out the name is the designated writer. The other partner is the runner and they are the designated readers and speakers. So what happens next? On your marks, get set, go! When the timer starts, one runner from each pair runs to the desks at the other side of the room and memorizes as much text as possible. He or she then returns to the writer and reports what was read. The writer writes what they hear, and this continues until the text is complete or the timer bell rings. There are always rules to be followed for any game to succeed. In running dictation, the readers and speakers should try to pronounce the text as close to the target language as possible, remembering to use intonations and inflections such as punctuation and accents. Likewise, students doing the writing should try to reproduce the text exactly as they hear it.
Een avond weer moeten testen.
Once the students have finished reading and writing the text, the next part of the game is for both students to arrange the pieces of text into the correct order. Now it's time to check our work. After everyone finishes unjumbling the text and putting it in the right order, the teacher will pass out copies of the text to each pair, and now they can check their work against it, taking care to note the target language structure. This is the stage where the teacher will give feedback to the students and gives them the opportunity to reflect on their own work and each other's work. At this point, the teacher will identify the winners and reward them for their successes.
Alors, félicitations, bravo, gut gemacht. So ladies, how does it feel to be the winners?
Sehr gut. We're very competitive.
Are you? And tell me, do you like this activity?
Yeah, it's really fun. We get to exercise physically as well as mentally. It makes us want to improve our language skills. We love speaking a foreign language. It's like having a big secret that not everybody knows. That's when we get our prize. More passes.
Well, that was a great success for the girls. Not only is running dictation a fun activity where students can take responsibility for their own learning, it is an activity which covers the 5 main elements in any MFL language learning class. These elements are reading, listening, spoken production, spoken interaction, and writing. We hope you have enjoyed the short video on running dictation and also hope that you can be with us for the next one in the series. Thank you.